Not too long ago, I made a video about whether the Yeti sword was good enough for floor 7. I did a bunch of tests, and it turns out the Yeti sword is, in fact, good enough for floor 7. So now I'm going to be testing the Glacial Scythe. I know it's been a long time since the update was released and since this item was released, but this also means that this test will be unbiased and fair. Now that the hype has died down, I'm not going to be biased for or against the Glacial Scythe in any way. I don't have any predetermined notions about this Glacial Scythe. This is actually the first time I'm testing it. So I went ahead and bought a storm set with some wither goggles and some other mage weapons to test this again, to see if, in fact, the Glacial Scythe is good enough for floor 7. Well, here I am in floor 7 of the catacombs. Right off the bat, I'm doing 895,000 damage, which is enough to pretty much one-shot everything, except I guess the Withermancers and the Fells. But the clear is looking good. I'm doing this slowly, just in the beginning, just to really see what's going on. Okay. I think it's tough because the area of effect damage on this thing is not good. Of course, it makes up for that in, the cooldown, because there's no cooldown at all. You can just spam this thing. And you can't do that with the Yeti sword, right? Like, if I pull up my Yeti sword, let's see what happens. Let me find a mob. Alright. 2 million damage. Okay. Versus only 1 million, but... Alright, so honestly, it's looking pretty good. Ooh, it's doing 100k to the Lost Adventurers, too, which is actually not bad at all. Let's see how much the Yeti sword would do. Oh. Alright, well... I think next time I should bring more healing weapons. But honestly, the clear is looking really good with the Glacial Scythe, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going down. Ooh, 900,000, 600,000. How much is this? Only 200,000 there, but... Ooh, I got 1.1 million just now. Okay, so as I start to get more blessings, the damage is going to be much higher. That's good. 900,000 there. I mean, by the time you can afford the Glacial Scythe, you could probably afford a Yeti sword, which is much better. Let's see, let's test it against a mini boss with my ice spray. This is pretty slow, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Oh, look! I dropped a silent death, that's nice. Anyways, I mean, the mini bosses are doable in 4-7, and I haven't really come that close to dying yet, so it seems fine. It seems fine in terms of the damage. I wonder how it would do in boss, though, because I know that this set is definitely not tanky at all. I wonder if I could one-shot the Withermancers. I'm assuming no. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about whether the Glacial Scythe is better than the Yeti sword or not, right? I'm here to say, or to answer the question, is the Glacial Scythe good enough for floor 7? And based on the clear portion of the run, it most definitely is. So I'll see you again in the boss. Okay, we are in the boss, and I'm surviving. Let me get this crystal here. Perfect. I just got lagged back, but whatever. What I really want to see is how good the Glacial Scythe is. Wait, was that me who just killed them? Probably not. Okay, so it's doing, how much is this? 6.6 to 5.2, 1.4 million damage. That's not bad because the fire rate is so high, right? Yeah, because of the high fire rate, I think the damage is decent. Oh, here's a big test. Let's see if I can survive here. Okay, how about here? I think I'm doing a substantial amount of damage. Right, like, I think if I were not in this run and it was just everyone else who was attacking these guys, they would have died a lot slower. Although I feel like the damage of the Yeti sword is so much better. But so far, I think that this setup is definitely good enough for floor 7. Alright, seems like I'm doing fine in the Golder phase, but I guess that doesn't say a lot about the Glacial Scythe itself. It just says a lot about my catacombs level and my armor. And for the last part of Golder here, all I want to be doing really is doing enough damage. Since I'm a mage, I mean, I guess it's mainly the Berserkers and Archers' responsibility to do a lot of damage to Goldor here. But I should be doing, like, a good amount of damage. Okay, so it seems like I'm semi-tanking these Wither Skulls. I usually play tank, so I'm not used to taking this much damage, but still. It's not doing horribly. Alright, here we go. The last phase, Necron. There's really not a good way to test this to see how much damage I'm actually doing, but I know it is important for mages to be doing a lot of damage in the Necron phase. One thing that's cool about the Glacial Scythe is that you can just stand back here and fire from here. I'm not saying that this is better than a Hyperion, but it is a perk that you cannot get with a Hyperion. But there we go. It seemed like I survived. I didn't die a single time. Sounds pretty good. The Glacial Scythe is pretty good. So there we have it. The Glacial Scythe is in fact good enough for floor 7, just like the Yeti Sword, which I proved not too long ago. Anyways, if you like this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I spent 230 million coins on this video, so it took a lot out of my purse. And I was editing this video for a long time. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.